And the players going through their game preparation, making sure they're fully warmed up for the tip. Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. This is Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And joining us courtside, reporter David Aldridge. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Spurs. On Tuesday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Thursday, they'll defend home court against the Utah Jazz.
And for that game against the Jazz, that's a contest that I'll keep an eye on. That'll be the 5th time they take to the floor, and they want to get off to a quick start.
And the starting group for the Spurs, Zach Collins is out there with Wembanyama. Then it's Chris Paul. Then there's Scott, and it's Irving at the 2-guard spot. And for Houston, the forwards for him will be Brooks and Smith. At the guard position, Van Fleet and Green. And it's Şengün in at the center, filling out the middle. Richard, this place is absolutely buzzing with anticipation. Each team with their first game of the season here tonight.
The key now is making sure your season starts with a win. That first dub is a catalyst to the start of your season. Helps you find a rhythm very early.
2 points. That one goes.
Uses the pick so nicely. Paul gets the screen and fires away.
Van Vliet outside. Şengün kicks to Smith. Here's Green. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Nice D from Scott. And it's the Spurs ball. Wembanyama, a screen. They get a hand on it. Green with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. Fires it up. And that one's good. Green.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here is Irving. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22.
Irving has such a high IQ, including knowing exactly when to drive.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks.
Very good from here. Green over 80% from the line.
Scott, and finished off by Scott.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Out to Brooks for 3. Collins grabs the miss. Spurs have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Collins, a screen on Van Vliet. Paul passes to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
It's so challenging trying to guard Paul, especially when he's slicing passes through the defense like that.
The Rockets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
And so it's San Antonio with it. The Rockets making the shot. Scott with the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the drive, and finished off by Scott.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. Last game for Houston, they picked up the win against the Bulls in Chicago. Pass to Green. And Vliet on the wing. Here's the 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And for Van Vliet, most of his shot attempts are from beyond the arc.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. San Antonio leading. Now Scott. He takes it in, and it's Scott with the jam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Rockets. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
That was the key factor, and it has to have a carryover effect. You get in a team's head when you cause them to make that many mistakes.
Here's Brooks. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. For San Antonio, they've gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Scott against Brooks. Drive by Scott. Rebound by Smith. Last game for the Rockets, they picked up the win against the Bulls. Pass to Brooks. From deep. And it's Smith that time on the assist by Brooks.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Here's Irving. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Here's Van Vliet. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Greg, what's the key thing Fred Van Vliet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
And Van Vliet, not the same scorer he once was, Richard, but he has improved his playmaking.
And that's the adjustment that Van Vliet needed to make. The scoring doesn't always have to be there for him. But if he can set up, facilitate, and be a game manager, he'll find a large role.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Spurs.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
So, RJ, the Rockets last year, they were exactly at 500, 41 up and 41 down.
Still, they missed the play-in by 5 games. In the East, they easily are in. That just tells you how difficult a rebuild in the Western Conference is. And Houston is up against it. That's no problem for Van Vliet. He eats that contact with ease.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
Wembanyama against Green. And that one's good. Wembanyama.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Outside, Green. Here's Van Vliet. And that one hits back iron. Now here's Paul. 11 points for him in that last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Here's Wembanyama. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. And it's Brooks in the corner. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And stolen by Şengün. Brooks with it. He's picked up by Paul. From 11 feet away, Brooks misses. It's Scott on the wing. Covered by Van Vliet. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. But Van Vliet picks one up. Richard, last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama.
Here's Van Vliet. He had 28 points in the win against the Bulls in Chicago.
And how about the vision he displayed? Great job getting others involved and piling up the assists.
Oh, tricky play by Van Vliet to beat the close coverage, slipping past there before the finish. And looking now at the numbers for Thompson, a very nice season for him last year. Averaged about 9 points a game last year, 6 rebounds and 2 assists. And what a force he is on the glass. Just inhales rebounds.
And he can go around his opponent, over his opponent, through his opponent. A true triple threat.
And stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Scott. 9 points in the game so far. There's a screen by Collins. And the dunk by Scott.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Rockets trail by 4. Smith outside. Thompson in the corner. Here's Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 7 points for Jalen Green. And here are the Spurs. Collins, a screen on Thompson. Scott kicks to Irving. Wembanyama, a screen. Irving drives in, lays it up and banks it in. Irving's got 6.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Scott against Thompson. To the inside. The jump hook. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 4 rebounds in this game. Stolen by Van Vliet. Pass to Thompson. 3-pointer. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Wembanyama, a screen on Thompson. The drive by Scott. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
And here is Green. And he really did play well against Chicago in that last game. Lets it go from deep. Wembanyama with the rebound.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And now it's an 8-point San Antonio lead. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And the Rockets making a change here. Adams checked in. Now we have a chance. Let's take a look at the teams that led the NBA in rebounding last season. The Rockets 4th.
You can see the emphasis they put on rebounding. Such a huge part of their game, and one that they didn't ignore.
Right now, I've sent it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, "It feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I've had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time. Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
You are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, D.A., thanks. Outside, Green. Smith against Collins. Smith kicks to Green. To halt the run. Lays it in. Green's got 9.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Paul dishes to Collins, and the shot goes in. And the Spurs lead by 10.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Ball against Van Vliet. Green with a screen for Van Vliet. The shot misses. Nice D from Scott.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
There's a screen by Collins. Scott with the ball. Now Green defending. Outside for Wembanyama. 6 to shoot. Got it. Good job in the low post. And now it's a 12-point Spurs lead.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
The 15-footer, count that one from Van Vliet. 12 points for him.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Ball goes in. RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Şengün's checked in for Steven Adams. Tari Eason comes in for Jabari Smith. Cam Whitmore, he's checked in for Jalen Green. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Here's Şengün. Money from the wing. Şengün's got his second basket of the night.
And such great feel for the game. Whitmore knowing where his teammates are at all times.
Oh, my goodness, the slam.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Rockets. A 12-point game. Şengün with a screen on Paul. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Şengün. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Scott gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Şengün with the ball. A 20-point game for him in the win against Chicago. Pass to Eason. Good on the shot, and that shades the lead to single digits.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point. These teams, they are built to score.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge, too.
Rockets trail by 9. On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Scott is out there with Barnes. Then it's Trey Jones. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Jones against Thompson. And it's Barnes sliding it down.
Doing his job and understanding where the soft spot is in the defense. Barnes, such a smart player.
Here's Shepard. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Bulls in Chicago. Şengün with a screen on Jones. Pass to Whitmore. Here's Şengün. Shoots a fader. Branham pulls it in.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
There's a good screen. Driving in, and he jams it with authority.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Houston's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Shepard, defended by Jones. The baseline J. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Shepard.
One thing Shepard brings is efficiency. As a jump shooter, pretty rare for someone his age.
Here's Scott, and it's Scott with the jam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Eason. Pass to Şengün. A second chance effort. They grabbed their own miss. Eason. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Scott, the pass to Mamu Kelishvili. The Rockets pull it in.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Now here's Thompson. D right on him. Pass to Şengün. Shot clock at 5. Houston needs to get a shot. The shot by Thompson, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And RJ, even without a consistent jumper, Amen Thompson has proven to be a productive player.
And that jumper should develop over time. But he does everything else at a high level. He's extremely versatile, especially on that defensive end.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Shepard. Spurs leading by 13. Now Scott. He's got 19. Here's Barnes. Eason grabs the board. And for Houston, they're shooting in this game 45%. Whitmore finds Eason. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Eason's got 6.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Barnes screen on Thompson. To the middle. The kick out to Scott. Brooks grabs the board. And so Brooks will bring it up for Houston. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. The lead now in single digits. Brooks has got his first points in this one.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Now, here's Scott. Kicks it out to Jones. And here's Barnes for 3. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Barnes has got 5 points in the quarter.
A big forward with quick hands. Barnes, oh, he'll let it fly.
Thompson passes to Şengün. A jump hook. Basket good. That's now 8 points for Şengün. Spurs leading by 9. Here's Branham. Drives to the hoop. Here's Barnes. And stolen by Eason. Down low. And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, man. When Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
Drive by Scott. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
And the Rockets making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 12. Pass to Şengün. The layup missed.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And here is Scott. Into the lane. To the wing on the left. Branham. San Antonio again missing. Here's Thompson. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making it 1 for 4.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Jalen Green's checked in for the Rockets. Spurs leading by 7. Paul with the ball. Pass to Collins. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 assists in the game. Houston's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. Outside, Green. Now, Eason. A 3-pointer, no good. Now, Scott. He's got 21. Here he goes. Second chance shot. Love the confidence from Wembanyama.
You know, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Pass to Eason. Back to Van Vliet. Şengün against Wembanyama. Şengün passes to Green. And Green slings it in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Wembanyama, a screen. Irving dives in. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Rockets.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Van Vliet against Paul. Van Vliet with the bucket.
And getting Van Vliet into pick and roll is key. He thrives in that action.
Now, here is Irving. 8 points for him. To the paint. Wembanyama, good! Right over the defense.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Wembanyama against Brooks. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming out. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
And one of these modern wings who doesn't just shoot threes. Brooks is a tough guy to cover.
You talk about reputations, RJ. Few have one like Dylan Brooks.
I'll give it to this man. He is fearless. He doesn't care if it's Steph, LeBron, his mom, whoever. Dylan is trying to get in their heads. You want guys like that on your side.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15 and 56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
And we've got a timeout call from Ime Udoka. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Van Vliet outside. Adams sets the pick for Van Vliet. Over Paul. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Van Vliet.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Wembanyama, a screen on Brooks. Kicks it out to Paul. Jacks up a three. The rebound by Steven Adams. Green against Irving. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
I know it's not in vogue right now, but for guys like Green, there are points to be had in that mid-range.
Collins, a screen on Brooks. Here's Scott, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The Spurs haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
That's good from Scott. Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents. Have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
Now Irving, following the three-point attempt by Dylan Brooks. Green against Irving. Collins wide open. He fires. The three-pointer is right on target. Collins has got the lead up to 13 now for the Spurs. Van Vliet looking around. 9 feet out to Brooks. Houston moving it around. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Van Vliet. Collins grabs the miss.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Wembanyama against Green. Pass to Irving. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Rockets trail by 13. Here's Brooks. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Another shot. A drive by Brooks. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And what a fearless drive by Brooks, going right into the defense there and drawing the foul.
And here in the second quarter, he's starting to work himself to the free throw line. That's a good move.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Şengün's checked in for Adams. And Smith's subbed in for Tari Eason. Nobody near Irving. No good from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
The Rockets with another miss.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Collins, a screen on Green. Here's Scott driving the lane. It's rebounded by Houston. Out to Brooks. Van Vliet against Paul. And the rejection by Wembanyama. The kick out to Irving. To the inside, stolen by Brooks. Pass to Şengün, shoots the 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Şengün's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Rockets. 44 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Tied by Scott. Collins, good. Collins has got 14 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Van Vliet against Paul. Van Vliet left side. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Van Vliet's got 6 points in the quarter.
Showing off his touch. Van Vliet making easy work off the mid-range.
Scott up top. Brooks covering. Collins passes to Scott. There's a screen by Collins. And he uses the glass on the layup. And that's now 28 points for A-Train.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes it back.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And so it's San Antonio holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what did you see in the first half?
We had ball movement. You know, we weren't in mud. The guys were in attack mode. Nobody held the ball. You know, you pass, catch, or shoot. And we did that a lot in the first half.
Yeah, you had them swiveling, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for the Houston Rockets.
Where's the intensity at the defensive end? They need to get a hand up and contest more shots.
Coach needs to encourage them to be better moving forward, just like I do with you guys.
I'd better put my feet up. It's getting deep in here. And now we get to check out the top performers from their respective teams in that first half.
You've got a game within a game. These two guys are trading blows, raising elbows, trading bows, making me wish I was out there right now.
That I would like to see. Shaq serving up elbow Sammys.
With extra mayonnaise.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. A-Train has been sensational.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
Rockets trail by 11. At the guard positions, Van Vliet and Green. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Irving against Şengün. Irving passes to Wembanyama. Easy money for Wembanyama.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Pass to Şengün. Van Vliet outside. Şengün with the screen for Van Vliet. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Chalk up 2 there. Paul's got the lead up to 13 now for San Antonio.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. Pass to Green. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists tonight.
This is how special Green can be at times. When he's hot, he can be an incredible scorer.
Paul with the ball. Now Smith defending, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
And let's take a look now at Victor Wembanyama's numbers. Great showing for him last season. And he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounds. Just a terrific year on the glass.
Clearly one of the best at what he does. Some of his highlight rejections were out of sight. Now here is Smith. Plays it up and banks it in. Smith's got his second basket of the night.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
The kick out to Irving. Scott inside. Brooks covering. 5 to shoot. Tried by Scott and finished off by Scott.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Ball against Van Vliet. Smith on the wing. Hits the three-point bomb. Smith's got 8 points.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed 1 shot in their first 5.
Scott the pass to Wembanyama. Over Smith. Scott kicks to Irving. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. They get it again. Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Van Vliet against Paul. Van Vliet passes to Şengün. Over Wembanyama. That one wide left.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Wembanyama, a screen on Van Vliet. Scott the pass to Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's ready to talk things through with the team. These teams were last season's best passers. The squads with the most assists in the NBA. The Spurs second.
It was true team basketball we saw out of them. Always willing to work together. No one making himself bigger than the team.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Ball against Van Vliet. And here's Green outside. A rebound by the Spurs. Scott's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And he drives in. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Team foul.
One shot.
The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Now here's Paul, following the miss by Fred Van Vliet. Paul finds Wembanyama. Can't get it to fall. Rockets trail by 15. Here's Brooks. 5 points in the game. Pass to Van Vliet. Shot to stop the run. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got 14, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Now, here is Irving. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Hey, don't feel bad. Everyone struggles to keep Wemby off the glass.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league. Parity has been shortened. Max contract. Commissioner Silver says, we used to refer to it as dead money. A star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. And so Green will bring it up for Houston. Trailing by 17. Brooks kicks to Green. Pass to Smith. The tray. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 3 assists in the game. Wembanyama, a screen. Scott the pass to Wembanyama. And he goes big with the dunk right over Jabari Smith.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 20. Pass to Smith. They kick it out to Green. There's the triple. Wembanyama with the rebound. Spurs leading by 16. Wembanyama, a screen on Smith. The drive by Scott, and finished off by Scott.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before. Showing his confidence, Şengün taking the shot the moment he has the ball.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And the Rockets making a change here. Thompson's checked in. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. Jeremy Sohan comes in for Collins. Castle's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And it's Vassell in for Chris Paul. Here's Thompson. San Antonio with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's Sohan. Pass to Castle. Takes it inside. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Defensive foul.
Not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
What's up? And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
That's good from Castle. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. The Spurs are great at drafting and developing, and in selecting Stephon Castle with the 4th overall pick, they've made a play on upside. He's a versatile wing defender. Shooting and his position were the question marks. Can he be a primary playmaker? Will his three-pointer prove to be reliable? Guys will see that the Spurs are very excited to bring Stephon Castle into their program.
A star talent. Hey, Shams, we so appreciate the reporting you gave us right there. Thank you. I'll tell you, Richard, you watch Jeremy Sohan. He can really do it all.
Yeah, power forward by trade. Who's even played point guard at times. He's a great defender and a team player. He's the kind of guy you win with.
Tari Eason's checked in for Fred VanVleet.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Here's the screen. The drive by Scott. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Rockets trail by 19. Here's Smith. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Spurs lead by 19.
Boy, Vassell has a smooth offensive game. This man just makes it look easy.
Smith outside. Back to Green. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. And that's 19 points for Jalen Green.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Now, here is Smith. Back to Green. Vassell grabs the board. Spurs leading by 19 points. There's the pick. Pass to Castle. Spurs working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go with a 3. No good on that one. Good D by Thompson. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. Now, here's Şengün. Back to Smith. And Thompson kicks to Green. Pass to Eason. On the wing, Green. Got a piece of it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. So for the Rockets, Whitmore comes in for Smith. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Jalen Green. Spurs shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor. They set the screen. Scott the pass to Vassell. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Great defense that time from Şengün. Rockets trail by 19. 1:05 left to play in the third. And here's Holiday. Still yet to score. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
For Houston, they have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. Brooks checked in for Houston. Both good from the line that time. San Antonio leading by 17. There's the pick. Scott the pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Mamu Kelishvili has got his first basket.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Brooks kicks to Şengün. Brooks the pass to Eason. Thompson looking for an opening. Lobbed up there for Şengün. Scott against Brooks. Vassell outside. Down low. Sohan misses the layup. The deep 3 from Thompson. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard rip-off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Irving on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Evan Bissell out there with Castle. Then there's Scott. Then it's Jeremy Sohan. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 5 down low.
Nice contest, a high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
Scott against Brooks. Scott the pass to Mamu Kelishvili. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The first one falls. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Spurs leading by 18. On the wing, Scott. Brooks covering. Scott against Brooks. Pass to Castle. Sohan with the screen. And Adams sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute play. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And here are the Rockets now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
The Spurs have gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. Here's Scott, and finished off by Scott.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Here's Van Vliet following the bucket by the Spurs. No good on that one. Scott with the ball. Sohan with the screen. The drive by Scott and finished off by Scott.
He is pouring it in this quarter. Maybe double team him shoot at this point in time. Triple team the dude.
Van Vliet against Bissell. And Thompson throws it down.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Scott against Brooks. And the dunk by Scott.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Rockets trail by 20. Thompson outside. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Wembanyama, a screen on Brooks. Scott with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. Johnson against Thompson. Johnson dishes to Collins.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Second personal foul, first team foul.
He misses the free throw. The Rockets making a switch here. Smith has checked in. So he can't get either to fall. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Smith gets it to go on the assist by Brooks. Brooks has got 4 assists in the game.
That was a disgusting first half he turned in, but it's been night and day for him after the break.
Put it down! Wow!
Oh, my gracious. Way to get up.
And that's how he makes his presence felt.
And, Greg, we see him do it time and again. He is a special, special talent. Van Vliet kicks to Brooks. Pass to Smith. Clock at 4. Off target from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
With the drive, bucket is good. And the Spurs lead by 20.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Van Vliet passes to Adams. Back to Van Vliet, 16 feet away. And Houston again with the bucket.
Capable of very big nights. Van Vliet has the ball in his hands a lot, and that can turn into buckets.
Wembanyama, a screen on Thompson. Johnson, the pass to Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Rockets have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Back to Thompson. Smith right side. Over Collins. Bounces high off the rim and drops. 17 points so far for Jabari Smith. Wembanyama, a screen. Scott, the pass to Wembanyama. Lays it up off the glass. Wembanyama has got 14 points now in the second half.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now for the Rockets. Şengün's checked in for Steven Adams. Tari Eason comes in for Dylan Brooks. And it's Green in for Fred Van Vliet. Offensive rebound. San Antonio leading by 20. Scott inside. He's against Green. Kicks it out to Johnson. No good on the 3. The Rockets have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Easton passes to Green. Over Wembanyama. And Green gets it to go. Green's got 21 in the game.
With a hand in his face, Green, look, that's just nothing.
Wembanyama with it. Now Green defending. The kick out to Scott. Pass to Johnson. Collins, a screen on Easton. Here's Johnson. And it's blocked by Şengün.
And so often is the case. Şengün in the right position to make the play. That's just great defense.
Free throw, no good for Green. Fred Van Vliet is checked in for Tari Eason. Rockets trail by 18. Now Van Vliet. Pass to Şengün. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Scott against Thompson. Wembanyama, a screen on Thompson. The drive by. Oh my goodness, what a play.
Oh my. Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And here is Şengün. And And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
On the wing, Johnson. He's covered by Thompson. Wembanyama, a screen on Thompson. Here's Johnson. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Smith outside. Back to Van Vliet from outside the arc. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama has got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Collins a screen on Smith. Here's Johnson. And it's good. 2 points. Johnson's got his first bucket in this one.
More than capable as a ball handler. Keldon Johnson calling his own number.
Smith outside. Johnson against Van Vliet. Here's Green. A rebound by the Spurs.
San Antonio.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, A-Train.
Hey, Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game. It's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
The assist.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Smith outside. Richard, who do you think is the most impactful player right now in the NBA?
I stand by this. As long as LeBron James is wearing an NBA uniform, he is first, second to third. The ratings say that, the money says that. As long as he is playing, he will be the most impactful player in the NBA.
Collins, a screen on Brooks. Here's Scott going inside, and again, that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Van Vliet passes to Smith. Back to Van Vliet. Here's Şengün. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Wembanyama, a screen on Green. Here's Wesley. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Pass to Şengün. Brooks with it. Here's Smith. Here's Van Vliet, defended by Paul. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Kyrie Irving is checked in for San Antonio.
Number 11, Kyrie Irving.
And the Rockets with possession here. Green left side. Pass to Şengün. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Scott with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks, and then Scott slams it in.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Spurs.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for A-Train.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Pass to Şengün. Brooks with it. Smith for three, and another three for Houston.
Attacking relentlessly. Always fun to see a young player like Smith just go off.
Ball against Van Vliet. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Paul goes in. Misses from close range. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. Pass to Şengün. Houston moving the ball around. Fires the three. And it's Smith that time on the assist from Van Vliet.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Stolen by Brooks. Van Vliet outside. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. With Kyrie Irving, it's early in the season, so what's the most important thing to getting off on the right foot?
Great days of practice, honestly, and being prepared. Always communicating and trusting each other. That's going to be the biggest word for us this year is trust. Like I said, consistency and trust.
We will see. It's a long season if you can get that done, Kyrie. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, DA, thanks again. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, A-Train.